Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today I'm looking at the Hot Wheels Star Wars Torra Doza's Blue Ace, which first appeared in Star Wars Resistance. Now, I watched a couple episodes, I've been really busy lately, but in the show, this ship was built customly for Torra to race with. Her dad owns the station, so, she's got the money. But I had a big gut feeling that I've seen this ship somewhere before, and it was bothering me. So I hit my books, I hit my video games, and I hit that internet. The big trifecta of Star Wars knowledge. And I finally got an answer. Now, this ship is based upon the R-41 Star Chaser, which was first seen in Star Wars TIE Fighter, the video game from back in the day. And also, jumping into the future a little bit, this ship was then upgraded to be the R-42 Star Chaser in the video game Star Wars The Force Unleashed. So this ship came from the video game universe, and I have to admit, I'm pretty glad that now it is canon. To me, this ship always looked like a mixture between a Y-Wing and an A-Wing starfighter. And for good reason, it's got the best of both worlds, if you want to put it that way. Now, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but in my opinion, it looks pretty cool. But anywho, back to this model. For the size, it's about 3 inches long, so everybody should know how my videos go by now. We're going to take a look at the mold, the paint, put it back on the stand, compare it to some other ships, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. Alright, let's get this video started looking at the mold. Like in all my videos, I will go over all the major sections of the vessel, and then we'll get a nice close-up look to see all the fine details. So up first, we have our cockpit. Nice looking canopy there. You can see how the windows go back. That's pretty awesome. Then we have our astromech, not painted, but it is there. Pretty sick. Going back, we have our nice engines. I really like how those came out. Very much like an A-Wing. Looking good. Then we have our wings. And also our laser cannons. On the bottom of the vessel, we have, count them, 4 rivets holding it together, connector port for the stand, and our copyright crap. All in all, a very interesting design. And I believe I covered everything, so now let's get a closer look. Alright, having a closer look, we'll begin with the bottom of the ship, and I have to say the detailing on here is exquisite. Look at all this paneling, line work, recesses. Magnificent stuff. I really dig this quite a bit. Here we have our first rivet. Copyright crap, and the detailing continues. Look at all this. Recesses, little modules. Fantastic stuff. Connector port for the stand. Another rivet. Here we have little sections for the engines on the bottom. Pretty dope. I think this came out great. Might be a little smaller than the other vessels in the collection, but I like it. Looking to the underneath of the wing, we have another rivet and also some more detailing. And that's the same for this side. Amazing stuff. Now, I know I say this a lot, but I really think this ship would do great with some black wash to really bring out all this hidden detail. I really mean that. Fantastic stuff, though. Turning the ship to the side, we can see there is some detailing in the backs of the wings. Looking good. The engines, look at all that recessed and little details in there. Pretty cool. And I like this center section too, with the 4 half hemispheres and the lines. Looking good. Now the sides of those engines are also detailed. Look at that. Magnificent. I really dig this quite a bit. At first I wasn't too excited about these Resistance ships, but having them in hand, they do look very nice. They put a lot of work into these. There's even detail on the interiors. Beautiful job. Really above and beyond with this one. Again, a little black wash would have went a long way with this bad boy. Now for the top of the ship, we have our wings. Looking good. Look at all that detail. Fantastic. That's the same for this side. And even the fronts have detailing. Looking good. And before we move on, I just want to take a quick look at the laser cannons. Nicely done. There's not too much detail on them, but just enough so you know what it is. The design's pretty cool, and they do blend it in with the wing, so that's pretty nice. And we have the front and the side view. Pretty cool. Coming back to the aft section, this is executed perfectly in my opinion. Nice paneling, line work, recesses, everything's there that should be. This is a great piece. My favorite part is the engine intakes on the top section of the ship, or dorsal section, whatever. Pretty nice. Coming to the center of the ship, again, more paneling, line work, magnificent stuff. The center section is done nicely. We have our astromech right here. We can see its arms on each side, and the dome. Pretty cool. Then we have the front of the ship, and look at all these designs. Magnificent stuff. I love the front here. Just came out great. Such a beautiful piece. Now, one of my favorite parts is the cockpit, the canopy, if you will. You can see that the windows themselves are recessed in just a tad. And then the silver struts holding it all together is out more. And that is awesome. They didn't have to be that detailed, but I'm glad they are. Now for the sides of the ship, we have some nice line work. Little modules here and there, but awesome. And then it blends in with the wing. Pretty sick. For the other side, it's almost identical. Just an amazing job. Well done. And nothing on this ship is flat. As you can see, it's got either a nice curve or some detail into it, like the engine section or the astromech and the canopy. Just a beautiful looking ship. So that's everything I have to say about the mold. On the whole, I think it is very impressive. I will admit though, I wish there was some blackwash on here to make the line work stand out more. But besides that, a very unique vessel for the collection. So now let's take a look at the paint. And now it's time to look at that paint on the Blue Ace. This ship features 6 different colors. First up is a beautiful turquoise for the main color of the ship. We can see it on the aft section, the fins, the wings, the center section, the sides, and underneath. Great color choice in my opinion. First Star Wars ship I've seen with a color like this, so not bad. Second color up is a beautiful orange in the center of the vessel. Coming down to the front, the sides, and that's about it for orange. Next up, we have some yellow on the aft section. Looking good. Then we have glossy black for the windows, and it does reflect light quite well. And teamed up with that is some silver, and I think they go great together. Really nice job. Very clean, I must add. Pretty cool. Then finally, we have dark gray for the front of the vessel, the center section with the astromech, the engines, laser cannons, and aft sections of the ship. All in all, very nicely done. And that's everything I have to say about the paint. Now, it does have a little black smudge right there, but besides that, a very beautiful paint job, and it does pop on the shelf. I love the bright colors on here. So now let's put this baby back on a stand, compare it to some other ships, and then we'll be done. Now, just like other Hot Wheels ships, it comes with a cool translucent stand, peg it in the port like so, hear that click. And just like that, everybody, you're good to go. And for a quick size comparison with Torra Doza's Blue Ace seen in the center, on the right hand side we have the Green Ace, and on the left hand side we have Kaz's Fireball. Very awesome ships, very unique. I know some people don't like them, but I don't know, I like the bright colors, I like how they stand out. And that does it today for my review of the Hot Wheels Star Wars Blue Ace. Now, we took a great look at this ship today, looking up close at the mold, beautiful line work, great paneling and detailing all around. I love how it looks industrial, but yet has aspects that are aerodynamic as well, as we saw in the prequel trilogy. So I love the marriage here between designs. A great looking ship and well crafted. Now moving on to the paint, I am in love with the color scheme on this ship. The brilliant turquoise, the orange, it goes so well together. And this ship, out of all of them in my collection, pops the most because of this. Besides that little black smudge or smear in the aft section, This is a fantastically painted model. I love it quite a bit. Even when we look in the front here, her little symbol there, fantastically done. And you can't forget, it does come with that clear translucent stand, so it blends in with the rest of the collection. So based on all that information, I fully recommend this vessel. If you're a fan of the Star Wars Hot Wheels collection, or if you're a fan of Star Wars Resistance, this ship is for you. And that's everything I have to say about this beautiful ship today. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, hit that like button. And if you'd like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.